What's Am Alpha? This is your boy La Alpha Zelmae, and I'm here with.
You know, it sounds better.
Uniqo Williams, baby, we back with another one.
We're back with another one, giving the people what they want, what they need. They need to understand why Batman is the most flawed and loved character of all time. We're here to talk about it today. Joe, tell us how you feel. Uniqo, tell us how you feel about Batman.
Batman is definitely one of my most beloved characters because I love just super smart heroes and ain't all about the powers and stuff. I like the lead up to the final battle, that whole thing. And then he showed us that money is truly a superpower because that's just pretty much it. But he's known as the world's greatest detective. I like stories like that, and so I got a lot of love for Batman. I thought he just started off as just like, oh, he's stopping bank robbers and stuff, but Batman is much more complex than that.
He's the most complex character. Now, Uniqo, I gotta tell you, man, this man is flawed in a lot of ways. He has trauma, literal trauma from childhood that led to him to learn all kind of martial arts and wear a bat suit and jump down from buildings to beat up criminals.
Wait, wasn't even the alley called like Murder Alley? Who just does that? Hey, let's take Murder Alley on the way home.
Yeah,
I'm blaming that on Martha. I'm blaming that on Dr. Wayne and Martha. Let's just go this way. But yeah, go ahead. Why are they walking? They're the richest people in. Go ahead anyway.
Yeah, they should have somebody like chauffeur and pick him up, but he has this trauma, and then he ultimately goes, and like I said, he wears a bat suit and he beats people up, which is the first sign. Like, he didn't just become a military person like Detective Gordon. You know, he was in the military, Marine, because he had the same thing, but he became a Marine. Well, I don't know about his parents, but everything else is the same. But instead of becoming a police officer, so he's like, no, I'm gonna do it by myself in a bat suit. I'm gonna jump down and go in dangerous situations. Nah, that's flawed. But it's like, okay. But he seems to attract Dick Grayson. In terms of Dick Grayson had a similar situation. Somebody owed up the thing with his parents. They fell down because they owed, depending on what story you get, they owed different people money. One of them was, yeah, depending on what story, they're two different stories of it. But yeah, they owed people money, so they got the same situation. I think it was Harvey Dent, that family he was representing in Titans. And another one, I think it was Penguins. I don't know. It's like it's different depending on what variation of Tim Drake.
Every villain has taken turns killing Dick Grayson's family.
Yeah, so depending on what version it is. Something to do with it. I know some people gonna be upset, like, oh, you used the Titans version? Oh yeah, man. Titans is a good show to watch. And then you have Jason Todd, the second Robin, who is a troubled kid that stole his car. So you're like, hey, I'm a mentor of this kid. Yeah, he stole it. And then you're like, hey, this kid talented. Let me make this thieving criminal kid Robin. By the way, these are extra young kids that he puts out in bright suits to lure gunfire while he jumps behind people. Let's be honest, that's what they're for. They are in bright red and yellow where you can't miss them. They are in green, yellow, and red. Bright as can
Those
be.
are very dangerous situations for benefit of the doubt teenage boys, yes.
Yes, and they have guns, the people that are going against. And he jumps behind them and attacks them while the kids are obviously like, yo, it's a red thing running at me. I'm going to shoot at it. And he jumps him from behind, which ultimately led to Tim Drake becoming Nightwing because he's like, I can't stand you, Batman. You are trash. I don't like you. You caused me more trauma.
Because he wanted his own city.
He did.
He wanted to be his own person. And Nightwing in the 90s was actually pretty dope. He had some cool stuff going on.
And shout out to him. He created Teen Titans. So
Initially, yeah, and then
Yeah,
became Nightwing. So
yeah,
yeah, absolutely.
yeah. So he like, yo, I'm tired of this man using me as bait. I could be my ultimate. Yo, I'm gonna go wear black too, so I can actually be safe. And I'm gonna actually hang around people that can defend themselves with ridiculous powers because I'm not gonna take a 5-year-old and be like, yo, come out here and fight. But then he brought Jason Todd, like I said, criminal young kid. He raised him to be Robin. Joker ends up killing him, allegedly. But we find out he's not really dead. He becomes the Red Hood, one of the most murderous gangsters in Gotham City. Due to, again, meeting a psychopath at 14 years old. He basically asked Batman, why did you leave me? Why did you send me to a psychopathic clown man? Joe, can you explain this? Because these are the first two. We got a lot more questions there.
I don't have an explanation for any of it. Like now that you think about it, because I never thought of it that way. I never thought of it as, you know, them being bait. I always thought of them as trusty sidekicks. And you know, as they would grow up, and it's like he was starting to learn, like, you know, people that got multiple children, like they get better as they have more children. So like by the time they get to the young one, they're like, oh, that's the one we're gonna let have some freedom. But like he went down his parenthood, like he's like, all right, I'm tight on this one. Okay, this next one, I'm gonna let him kind of do his thing. And then that last one, you get it just right. But
well, the last one kind of cheap because the last one is his actual son.
Yeah.
Like, I'm gonna be better to you because you're actually my child.
And he was, yeah. And well, I think he got, by the time he met Damian, he had already thought in his mind, like, if I ever get another Robin, or if I have a son, this is how I'm gonna do it.
But he didn't have to defend Damian because Damian's one of the best assassins in the world before you met him.
That whole story is crazy in itself. That whole Damian, and I like him as a character, but he's a little too pretentious for me. I think that his spoil side kind of, it rubs me wrong.
Well, if I grew up in a cave that's not the Bat Cave, and then I found out my daddy the richest person in the world, and why did I live like this for 14 years?
He lived good. He lived good with Talia al Ghul and their grandfather. He lived good. What you talking about? He was
made to murder people at 5.
But he had money though.
You're not dramatic. Yo,
his moral compass may have been affected at a young age, okay, but he didn't come up like he was in the know yet in one of the wars or nothing. He lived good, and then he went and lived with his daddy. Natalia just, first off, his conception was already messed up. I'm pretty sure Batman got raped, but that's all right. He was under the influence of drugs.
Yo, all I want to know is, by the way, we not gonna talk about that T.I. and oh no, we are. This is the what's the name episode. We ain't getting in there, but this is the comic book episode. But yeah, bro. And then he had Batgirl, who meets the Joker too, and ultimately gets shot by the Joker.
He came to her house.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, Batman.
And she let him in.
Batman, stop letting children meet a psychopathic clown. You go handle him by yourself. Like, yo, he out here, he kind of dangerous. Like, he's the most insane person. And for some reason, he has 20 personalities. And even when I end him, he comes back with another personality. One time he's a gangster. One time he has this vigilante that he's gonna prove that one bad day can make everybody go crazy. Then the next time he just crazy.
Wonderful movie, wonderful graphic novel, by the way.
It is.
The Killing Joke, wonderful. I suggest everybody go watch it, indoor, go read it.
Yeah. Then he has another version where he just a psychopath in general. He just, by the way, that is the one that got to prove that everybody can have a bad day is probably the best Joker. That's the one Heath Ledger played basically too. And
basically, because he had no real agenda.
Yeah,
The
he was.
agenda was just like,
Yeah, he like these people gonna blow up the. They gonna blow up the ship because that's what people do. That's what, you remember he gave him the button and like one of y'all, whichever push the button first, the other one gonna blow up because humans gonna be selfish and make their own decisions, bad decisions that hurt the other people.
and they just put Batman in an all the way messed up decision. I mean, messed up situation because they really had to make that decision.
And if you have ever watched what's the evil Batman called? The games too, and that comic book. Injustice? Yeah, Injustice series. When Batman was evil?
Oh, no, in the Injustice series, Batman was actually he was his dad. It was Injustice, it was good Batman and then in a parallel universe, Thomas Wayne survived and not Batman and not Bruce Wayne.
Are you talking about?
That's how that one worked.
I'm talking about the Injustice, like the video game. Gods Among Us.
He wasn't bad. He basically they showed in that game that no matter where Batman goes, he's gonna always be a good guy.
Yeah, I'm not talking about Batman being evil. I'm talking about Batman was good now. You talking about something? I'm talking about Superman. I'm talking about the Joker. He tricked Superman into hurting his baby and Lois, and then all of a sudden Superman became evil, and it proved Joker's point again that I can make anybody go evil.
He did. Yeah. Okay. Now I'm with you. Yeah. Superman definitely got tricked, and he caught his first body, and that's when he decided, yeah, we can start killing people.
Yeah. So
superhero. Some people just need to be killed.
And that Superman is actually, Superman proved that magic only work because Superman is not a murderous machine. Like if you give him a chance, magic can hurt Superman. He's weak against it. But as Shazam in Injustice 2, when he hit that super speed, claw that mouth, oh man, I ain't gonna let you talk, dog. And then
I know this ain't about Superman, but Superman is just the biggest problem. But
and Flash was like,
Batman got something for him.
Yeah, and Flash was like,
that's how messed up you are too. That you plotted on your friends just in case.
Yo, he don't trust nobody. He was like, yo, I got a plan for every one of y'all.
Yeah.
If something go bad. So Batman don't trust people. It led problem with Nightwing. It led problem with Batgirl. It led problem with Jason Todd, who became one of the most notorious gangsters, the Red Hood. I'm like, everybody around you seem to have a problem with you after it's over. Like they're like, yo, bro, you know what? You kind of not cool. And to be honest with you, with Damian Wayne, Batman was old, and they kind of started becoming Batman more after that. You know what I mean? Because, they thought he was gone, that he got his back hurt, and then Tim Drake became Batman for a little bit, and Damian Wayne became Batman for a little bit, then they brung Bruce back, but all that stuff, man.
And I don't know if he's canon or not, but shout out to Terry McGinnis. He did a good job with him.
He did.
Batman Beyond for all y'all kids out there that don't know nothing about.
By the way, that's how.
Saturday morning.
By the way, that's not canon. He was actually good in.
He was really good. If for any of y'all that watch Yu Yu Hakusho, they kind of had a Genkai, Yusuke Urameshi kind of relationship. He talked bad to him, but he always find people that's already super athletic. Did you notice that?
Yeah, he always did. He found people like circus people that could do flips and stuff and all that. Or someone real smart, like I said, Jason Todd, can like break into his house and steal a car. So
and Batman Beyond, he was a troubled kid, but he was like a street fighter, and also he was kind of smart.
Yeah. My problem with it though is why he keep finding troubled youth to go fight crime. I'm like, I guess you would think in the 90s that letting them be aggressive like boxing or something. So I like let them fight. But
let them fight crime.
Yeah, so I'm
let
like,
them fight crime.
I'm like, but that's kind of counterproductive. Like I think that's how you get Jason Todd. You know what I mean? Like you get this dude that just be like, yo, I'm finna shoot everybody with guns, dog. Batman was stupid. Cause you remember that's what the problem was. You remember Jason Todd? He was the most
I
unpopular.
do.
He was the most unpopular Robin for people that don't know. He was the most unpopular Robin. They actually asked, "Do you want Jason Todd to live or die?" in a comic book, and people voted for him to die. So that's why the Joker, because they actually gave you a choice back then when they wrote that. And people like, he's trash. Bring back Tim Drake.
And they didn't even tell people the results of it. They showed the results after that issue came out where he died. It was like, find out if he lives or dies.
Yeah, so
and I remember that, like, as a kid, I'm reading it and I saw it and I was like, oh, they got him up out of here for real in the most gruesome, brutal way. And I think that a lot of fans was very happy about how he went out because they hated him that much.
Yeah. And by the way, I've been saying the wrong name. I meant Dick Grayson. I said Tim Drake. Tim Drake is after Jason Todd. So I know I've been saying Tim Drake. I just got my notes mixed up, but Dick Grayson,
go back
Nightwing.
And watch that Batman animated series. That tell you a lot too about the development of Robins, because they actually went pretty. I think they went about three Robins in with that animated series for sure.
I know they have Stephanie Brown and Carrie Kelly. They had the female Robins. They didn't do. I don't know if they did well, but they had them. But
that's my first time hearing about them.
Yeah, but yeah. Basically, what we're trying to get to the point is this man has flawed ideologies, but that is also probably why he is the most loved, because just like Logan, Wolverine, they are flawed. They're not your typical superhero. Like Batman ideology is like weird. He only lives by code. I won't kill. Which actually could have been a problem. You keep letting the Joker live, and he keeps killing hundreds of people over and over again.
Worst jail, Arkham Asylum, worst jail of all time.
You let everyone go, and then all these criminals keep coming back over and over again because you won't. Your prison system. You became Batman because your prison system doesn't work. So
Gotham's prison system is trash.
So you became Batman because you knew they didn't work. Why would you send them to the prison system when you realize it doesn't work, and then they get out again? I'm like, but that's why we love Batman though. He has like a flaw. He's human to us. I can see somebody actually trying to be Batman. Superman is like this perfect being. That like I could end crime if I wanted to instantly, and everybody would just do right.
Absolutely, could be a god, yes.
But I'm gonna sit here and be a symbol of hope. It's like nobody's like that. Like Green Lantern is kind of meh. Flash is cool, but he's kind of in a way like experimental.
He's not even really a hero in my sense. He just be getting into stuff.
Yeah, it's like weird. Batman actually, and the thing is, they don't have ideals. Superman has an idea, but the rest of them don't kind of have ideals in a way. I know I'm gonna get crushed in this comment, but y'all know what I'm saying. I know they have their ideas, and Superman, I'm to be the voice. Batman has like realistic human ideals, and it's flawed, and we love it. Same thing with Wolverine.
What is Batman's ideology? What does he really want at the end of the day?
No, it's like it's human. We don't really know. It's not like a perfect ideology though. And I know it confuses people when I'm saying, but it's like a human ideology. Superman is like an ideology of hope. I know, yeah, if y'all know, what's that doctor name? Dr. Manhattan? They just had comic books about Superman and Dr. Manhattan. Dr. Manhattan says Superman, he can't see past Superman because Superman is the hope of the universe. Because Superman is the ideal.
That's good theory. Yeah. That was a good read for sure.
Yeah, Superman is the ideal person that you want to be, which makes him not as interesting as Batman. Batman has an ideology that I won't become the criminal, but I'm gonna be the closest thing to the criminal I can get without being a bad guy.
That's I like that. That's a good analogy. That's a good analogy.
Yeah, I'm not gonna join the police. I'm not gonna be this ideological figure that people look up to. I'm not really a superhero. I'm known as a vigilante. The police don't like me half the time.
At some point, the police wasn't even a problem anymore for Batman. They would just let him do what he does. But let's not forget, remember he came in with that system that watches the whole world.
Oh yeah, he's a genius, by the way. And the one thing you always count on Batman, he figured things out. He figured everything out. He always figured. But I think the flaw in him is what makes him so interesting. Like, I want to know what Batman thinks. Like, if you was in a situation and you had every superhero, Batman ain't really a superhero. I get y'all can debate that in chat in the comments. But what superhero would you want to know in any scenario? What do they think about this scenario? I don't have to guess Superman's thoughts. I feel like you said, Flash feel like he just does things like off instinct.
Yeah, he just does stuff. He chases villains, and because Flash probably got the only group of super villains that's regular, that's as close to human as you can get. They like to rob banks. Now, obviously, but Flash, his is more of a like save the time continuum thing and all that extra stuff that's going on. So he got his own situations going on. So he's not so much in the public and doing stuff in the public like Batman is. He's too much science stuff going on. But like Batman's the only one where his city just really be in danger, and he just got to do something.
Yo, Batman villains also the most interesting because the same thing Batman. Like, no one can relate to Lex Luthor. But everybody can relate to the Joker. Anybody can have a bad day. Bro, they had a movie with Joaquin Phoenix where people actually were like, you know what? I kind of get it. It ain't, of course, on the level of Black Panther and them. I get it. But it's
Killmonger.
It ain't on the level of Killmonger, but it's kind of, I get his intentions. You know what I mean? Like, I see it happening. Blah, blah, blah. You can, like, make the Joker into it. You can make...
Right.
Even in the Heath Ledger movie with Two-Face, he was a good guy. Joker convinced him to be a bad guy. Like, all this you do for the city, nobody love you. That's basically what he told Two-Face. Harvey Dent. You saved this
Harvey
city.
Dent was supposed to be the one to clean up the prison, the justice system in Gotham, and then he got corrupted. So it was like, there's just no hope for Gotham ever.
Yeah, then you got Penguin, who has like a deformity, so he hates everybody. Like, all his villains are like regular. Like, oh, I get why this villain a villain. I don't get why Lex Luthor a villain. I'm like, bro, you rich, you just hate Super. Like, his whole reason for becoming a villain is Superman had too much power.
Yeah, because again, Lex Luthor is supposed to have the ultimate power.
So he's like, why is this dude? He's too strong. He can't be checked. So I'm gonna take over the world because this man can't be checked. Even though he just
we
chilling.
Definitely need to do an episode about Lex Luthor. I mean, my man's became the president, and it just reminds you of a recent president we had. Because it's like, how did Lex Luthor become the president? He had to cheat and do all this. Like,
bro, like and subscribe and tell us who you want to do, who y'all want us to do as next. By the way, we'll do Attack on Titan. We'll do anything. Whatever y'all say in the comments, we'll do. So like and subscribe.
Absolutely, yeah. We watch everything.
Yeah.
We even watch Redo the Hero.
The Healer.
Yeah.
You watch episode 3?
Sounds better.
I ain't watched episode 2. I watched it. I can see in the comments, but I'm not watching there. No more.
Yeah, listen. But yeah, Batman.
I am intrigued to see what happens. So I'll wait for one of y'all to review what happens all the way at the end. So let me know. Yeah.
But basically what we're saying is Batman is flawed, his villains are flawed, and that's why we love it. It's the most human ones that you can get. It's the most human you can get. Know what I mean? So Batman, all them, shout out to them. Thank y'all for watching. Remember to keep stomping. Joe, Uniqo, any last word?
Yeah, man. Batman gonna end up in Arkham Asylum or something. That's just what it sounds like.
Bro, he done seen everybody turn on him. People, Robins turn on him. People get hurt around him. Everything's great. Like if Alfred and Commissioner Gordon go, he ain't got nobody, dog. He alone.
Well, he can always be Bruce. He can always be Bruce Wayne. Bruce Wayne has a nice little circle.
Bro, you know he can't stand Bruce Wayne in person.
He said he hate Bruce. I am not Bruce Wayne.
Bro, he hate that dude. He just do that just for public appearance so nobody think he Batman. Like what? Because everybody be like, why this rich kid out here in a bat suit? It ain't. He can't be him.
Because apparently he's a billionaire playboy.
You know what I'm saying? Like
he's
why?
exactly opposite. I'm sure he feels him inside every time. He has to just take a chick out just to look. He'd rather be in the Batcave stewing and researching something than be out trying to be Bruce Wayne.
Yeah, and Catwoman, she a normal person. She a girl who was poor growing up, homeless, became a thief. That happens in real life. So like I said, his characters are flawed.
Catwoman got OnlyFans.
How much you subscribe for it, bro?
$7.99.
All right, bet. Y'all go check that out. I don't know where it's at. It ain't gonna be in the bio. YouTube, you know you love her. But yeah, bro. Y'all, in the comments, y'all think, if y'all want to prove me wrong, comment. Tell me why Batman is more normal. I think he's flawed, but that's why we love him. Same thing with Wolverine. We love the dude who's kind of around the edges, rough. A little bit of human to him.
Yeah.
So that's why we love him. And Joe said his last words, so remember, like I said, remember to keep stopping, because today, something crazy might happen in your life and you might become Batman. And then something amazing can happen. Peace.
I holla.